the letter, they claim that the US and French governments have allegedly been lobbying Nigeria and other countries in the region to sign new defense pacts, allowing them to redeploy their expelled troops, adding that the presence of foreign military bases in Nigeria would worsen already strained relations between Nigeria and neighboring French countries. Signatories to the letter include Kabiru Chafe, former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources from the Arewa Research and Development Project, Atahiru Jega, former Chairman, Independent National Electoral Commission, Jibrin Ibrahim of the Center for Democracy and Development, and Awal Musa Rafsanjani of the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, just to mention a few. Joining us now is Professor Jibrin Ibrahim of the Center for Democracy and Development. He will be telling us why the northern leaders are kicking against allowing the United States and French governments to relocate their military bases from the Sahel to Nigeria. Good morning, Professor Ibrahim. Thank you for joining us. Well, we've been on this defense pact thing since the 1960s, when students protested against the idea of a Nigeria-UK defense pact. Then also National Council of State in the 90s rejecting the idea of the US setting up AFRICOM in the Gulf of Guinea. And now your group, well, your good self and other northern leaders are saying, look, the US should not come anywhere near the Gulf of Guinea to set up a military base, and Nigeria should be careful. Well, what is really the threat beyond the fear that this could affect our relations with our neighbors?
Well, I don't know how we got the epithet northern leaders. I thought the way to describe us is as patriotic Nigerians. We are basically very concerned about the sovereignty of this country. We feel we shouldn't create conditions under which Nigeria will lose some of its sovereignty, and that therefore the idea of a foreign imperialist power having military base where Nigeria has no right of access, where Nigeria cannot ask questions about who is it you are sending here, where, as the agreements they have done with other countries show, they cannot show to Nigeria or the receiving countries the equipment they are bringing into the country. We feel it's a profound threat to our sovereignty and independence as a nation. We want to act as our parents did in 1962 when they said no to the Anglo-Nigerian Defense Pact because Nigeria has just gained its sovereignty and we shouldn't be in such a hurry to hand it over to those from whom we took it. Now, 62 years later, we feel even more strongly that no Nigerian should be the player through who this country loses parts of its sovereignty. That's the basis of the letter.
All right, thank you. In the letter, you also mention, amongst many things, the concerns of the proponents, saying that there's an environmental impact challenge that would, and of course, aside from the economic impact of hosting, these trips. Can you expound on that and also share with us the arguments in terms of the fight against jihadist terrorism, how that would impact on Nigeria, and why you would kick against that, if that were the case, of the benefit to Nigeria?
Well, part of what we found very revealing was when the military junta in Niger revealed the reasons why they had to send the Americans packing. One of it is that Niger was not allowed to see the type of weapons that were being deployed and the type of drones that were being sent out from the base, American base in the country. They didn't know whether there were nuclear material inside. They didn't know the composition of those weapons, and they were very much afraid that it could have terrible environmental impact. Secondly, we do know that the location the Americans are seeking is somewhere just by the Niger border in the far north of the country. This is a part of the country that's already devastated by ecological factors, and in particular by the downward march of the Sahara Desert. And we feel sending large groups of people there to be playing with weapons in an ecological zone that's already very fragile is not the best for our country.
Right. So one other thing I'd like to bring up is part of the argument you made was the fact that Pentagon's record says pretty much since they came into the region, there's been increase in violence and all of that. But the proponents of this also argue that is this not just going to help our fight against insecurity? Because the argument we always make is that we don't have proper mapping of terrorists in these areas, and we don't have proper surveillance, which are going to bring in manpower anyway. And we buy their weapons in the first place. So are you not sure that the weapons we buy, if they want to put mapping equipment in the weapons, I mean, we purchased some Super Tucano from America, are you not sure that they could have put those mapping equipment and be able to get intelligence and reconnaissance from us?
I think the key issue as far as the Americans are concerned is that I would agree with you, they have a very high capacity for surveillance and intelligence gathering. They've always had that capacity. But again, to go back to the example the Niger gave, is that the Americans refuse to share the intelligence they are collecting with them, and that these terrorists will be attacking their soldiers, and they will not receive any warning from the American drones that this is a group of terrorists coming towards their soldiers so that they could take measures to defend themselves. And when, therefore, after 12 years, they came to the conclusion that the intelligence gathered is only for American use and not for the host country, then there was absolutely no need to continue to allow that agreement to continue. The challenge this poses for countries like Nigeria, and definitely for our country, is that we must develop our own capacity for intelligence gathering that will be used, that will be directed for our own defense and for our own offense against the terrorists that are destabilizing our country.
Well, Jibo, I get the argument about sovereignty. But we have some kind of partnership with the...
Yes, Biafrans, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Some of the news, we have to bring it coming from international and everything, and it's good for us to put it in our gazette, and also put it in our platforms. Spread the gospel all over the world. I greet you, all the people that is joining. I greet you, Steve. I greet you so much. Imagine Biafra without Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Eba. Imagine what will happen and what is going to happen. Kinsley Chede, I greet you. Becken Eze, thank you so much. If you are here, we have to analyze through our comment sections as well. Alozie Ambrose, I greet you. May God Almighty continue to bless you, giving you more wisdom, inspiration as we interact in this blessed evening. Same, your star every time. I love you, my brothers. Then, my fellow Biafrans, you are hearing it here, how Fulanese is kicking against military base near Niger, because they know Buhari today, he went to Niger. He said that is the only place he feels safe. When the French colonies in African country do their coup to get freedom, then they instructed the stooge, Tinubu, to go fight against them, to fight against the Burkina Faso. Because their own people is with them, they couldn't do anything. Now, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, they are now telling France to leave their own land, and the British, American soldiers. What did this Tinubu do? The original plan of Usman Danfodio to conquer Nigeria. This is what he did. Now he gave military, British military, land in Nigeria, and the French military. He told them to come to Nigeria. But one good thing here is that PM already told them that whatever they come to do in Nigeria and in Africa, they should know they should never ever try to interfere in anything concerning Biafra. If they are coming to Biafra, is for the benefit of the Biafrans and to make sure that nothing happened to Biafran people, then they are welcome. They can stay where they want. But if they try to interfere to Biafra in a negative form, the Biafran Liberation Army is going to engage them. That is the message Biafran Prime Minister sent to Biden and Macron. Monday, Osas, I greet you, my brother. Monday, Osas, Nnamdi Ogo, I greet you. Then Gerard, Diake, thank you for joining. So, we are coming gradually. Use this opportunity to hit the like button, invite others, share, and make sure the message go wide. And if you are communicating through comment section, it will be good that you bring out inspiration. Tell us what we have to analyze in this place. Join us together and make sure this message go viral. Now, you see how the Fulanis is defending their own land. They don't want anything to happen to Niger. They are kicking against it. Now, you will hear how Banji Akintola, how he is demanding for Yoruba nation. And you will also see Iwe Anyanwu that he can't even mention Biafra. He is very afraid of mentioning Biafra. So here we go. You see, Ali, hi, I greet you. So we have to be taking it small, because these are things we're supposed to put inside our documentary in order for those people that is more Biafra than others. Let them come and learn how to fight for Biafra. We are not fighting for Biafra for criticism. We are fighting for Biafra according to how we see.
Most of the young people, and they are the majority in Yoruba land, want the self-determination of their Yoruba nation. That's the truth of the matter. That's what is keeping the movement going. And they are also doing so in the diaspora. Yoruba young men and women all over the world want their own country, separate from Nigeria. You cannot deny that. No matter how much you want to pander to the government, you cannot deny that. But that's the truth.
But anyway,
the important thing, however, and I'm surprised that you are not talking about that, is that the Yoruba people who are fighting for self-determination are telling the world and telling themselves that they will do it only peacefully. We are Yoruba. We know our status in the world. We know our status in the black world. We do not want to destroy the peace of Nigeria, and we do not want to bring difficulty into the lives of any other group in Nigeria. But we want to get out of Nigeria. That's it.
Well, Prof, you were a strong member.
And you're not talking about that. You are asking me questions. You are asking me questions as if what Onitiri did has the support of the majority of Yoruba people who want self-determination. It is not true.
Well, Prof,
she has a small minority of a section that is ready to do illegalities. A year ago, they went and attacked a radio station in Ibadan, and so on. Now this year, they are attacking the entire government of Ibadan, and so on. No, but we have never sent anybody to go and do that, and we do not support it or encourage it.
Prof,
and we think it is criminal.
Prof,
and so if they get punished for their criminality, we have no objection to that.
Prof, you are a strong
but you
member.
cannot, because of them, generalize opposition to self-determination. You cannot.
Well, Prof, you are a strong member of the Unity Party of Nigeria, also a very strong member of Afenifere. Afenifere is talking about restructuring. You are now talking about self-determination. What is the difference, in these two ideological positions?
Our fathers in Afenifere are doing the right thing, talking about restructuring, so that we can go back and live our own life the way we used to live it prosperously. They're doing the right thing. There is nothing wrong with that. But we, another group of people, larger in number than they, are now saying, no, self-determination is the answer, not restructuring. Why? Because when you restructure, you are still in Nigeria. The people who are coming and disrupting your life and destroying your farms and killing your women and raping your mothers and daughters and so on are still Nigerians. They still have a right to come to Nigeria. The only final solution to that is to separate, so that you have a separate Yoruba country where we can make our own laws and so on, to which we admit only people we want to admit. Larger in number than they.
Yes, here we go. Here we go. I hope you have shared. You may have watched it, but it is necessary we put it where it's supposed to be. This is Dr. Akintoye, a man our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu appreciates so much. He appreciates his power. He appreciates his intelligence. He appreciates the will he has to liberate his own people. This is Akintoye. He is the man that is behind Igboho, Sunday Igboho. When Koyiki reviewed a meeting that they had with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Eba, the man is also there. He stands very, very strong for his own people. Speaking, and what he analyzed in this place is the reason we are playing it. People are talking about restructuring, and also the reason Peter Obi failed woefully, and why he will fail woefully, and why he will continue to fail woefully. Peter Obi and all the people that did the obedient. They are talking about, Afenifere is talking about restructuring. But here he explained to you, he is a stakeholder in Nigeria, a lawmaker in Nigeria. He explained to you exactly what is happening. But Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, what they did was they sold Igbo people for 100 billion naira. And here we have to start our analysis. If you are here, please do as you know. Comment.
Are now saying, no, self-determination is the answer, not restructuring. Why? Because when you restructure, you are still in Nigeria. The people who are coming and disrupting your life and destroying your farms and killing your women and raping your mothers and daughters and so on are still Nigerians. They still have a right to come to Nigeria. The only final solution to that is to separate, so that you have a separate Yoruba country where we can make our own laws. Nigerians, they still have a right to come to Nigeria. The only final solution to that is to separate, so that you have a separate Yoruba country where we can make our own laws and so on, to which we admit only solution to that is to separate so that.
Are you really following us now to the deep analysis? When they are talking about Wazobia, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani has never been involved in that place. Later, Fulanis came from Futajelon and they said they are Hausa, Yoruba. They begin to say Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, that is Wazobia. Now, they are trying to mix up Coca-Cola and the Fanta with the water inside one place, mix them together. When you know that this Fulanese has a long time agenda prepared on how to destroy you. And that is what this man is talking in this place. Even if you do restructuring, Fulanese will still have access in Nigeria as citizens of Nigeria, and their agenda will be going on. But yet they don't even need restructuring. They said, Shetima said, restructuring my food. That's what Shetima said. Say restructuring my food. They have come to Islamize and eliminate every other person. Everybody knows this thing, except the same people that is still calling somebody from the sky to come and do it for them, and the other people who is still hoping on P2B or any other person that is coming. We have to put it in the record, and we want to be reading your comment, please.
You have a separate Yoruba country where we can make our own laws and so on, where to which we admit only people we want to admit. So nobody can claim that they have a right to come to our land. They don't have such a. But as long as we are in Nigeria, no matter what restructuring is done, they still have the right to come to our land and do the things that we're doing. Nobody is talking about the fact that most Yoruba farmers have been driven from their farms. I am not hearing that. I'm hearing only about government. I'm not hearing about people. You are not talking about the fact that most Yoruba farmers have been driven from their farms and that the Yoruba nation is in danger of famine upon famine upon famine for years and years to come. You are not talking of the fact that the Fulani declared war on Nigeria on the 24th of January and 26th of January and said that Tinubu is not our president. We are going to Aso Rock. We will take over the seat of government there, and we will use this place to organize the conquest of the rest of Nigeria. You're not talking about that. You are not talking of people who said no Fulani man must be arrested for the bomb in Ibadan. If you do, you will have bombs in every town in Yoruba in Nigeria. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about the sheer insult of living in a country where some people are treating the government like that. You are talking about Onitiri and so on. Why do our
Prof, let me
have been driven from their farm?
You know, this is a very deep analysis, very, very deep program, and we are taking it the way it will enter your ear, and what we are doing here is to push it more to your ear. Maybe you are still happy as a Nigerian. Maybe you think that there is a way. Maybe you think that you never understand it very, very well. What you don't understand very, very well and why we are still here is they are not talking about that Fulanis are raping people. He is telling the journalist, because all the journalists are red envelope journalists, the brown envelope journalists. They are not talking about that. What they are talking about is he needs self-determination. He needs a Yoruba nation. He is not talking about the Fulanese that is raping people, killing people, and burning their villages, killing people and rendering them hopeless. The people that is suffering in Nigeria, they are not talking about that. You know why? Because of Fulanese budgeted more than $30 billion to conquer Nigeria. That is why you see that Buhari ran away. He died, they recruited another Buhari. 3 Buhari ruled Nigeria because they budgeted this thing long time ago since Usman Danfodio entered Nigeria. Ahmadu Bello then say, anybody that will have any office in Nigeria will work under their interest. And the Yorubas and the Biafrans are tired. This is a new message. They are still firing up. You understand? And we are bringing it to every other person. The bigger people that call themselves Rise News can't even talk about the atrocities of the Fulanese and all the things they are not doing. Now he is reminding them, and we are here in our own small program, sending it back to our own people for you to know. Without this thing, our prime minister and the government in exile today is doing today, even he himself wouldn't have the courage to be speaking again. Then you have to hear it again, what he said, what they are not doing.
I am not hearing that. I'm hearing only about government. I'm not hearing about people. You are not talking about the fact that most Yoruba farmers have been driven from their farms and that the Yoruba nation is in danger of famine upon famine upon famine for years and years to come. You are not talking of the fact that the Fulani declared war on Nigeria on the 24th of January and 26th of January and said that Tinubu is not our president. We are going to Aso Rock. We will take over the seat of government there, and we will use this place to organize the conquest of the rest of Nigeria. You're not talking about that. You are not talking of people who said no Fulani man must be arrested for the bomb in Ibadan. If you do, you will have bombs in every town in Yoruba in Nigeria. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the sheer insult of living in a country where some people are treating the government like that. You are talking about Onitiri and so on. Why do our...
Well, Prof, let me ask you this. Self-determination,
you are entitled to your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion, but what I'm saying is that your opinion rigorously avoids the truth. Rigorously.
But Prof,
avoids the truth.
Nigeria, as Onigo Chiche told us in his research on ethnic nationalities in Nigeria, has over 300 ethnic nationalities. Will you recommend self-determination to all the other ethnic nationalities in Nigeria? For all these nationalities to break away?
Those who want it, don't ask me a general question. I am asking for self-determination for a nation, the Yoruba nation. Who want it, don't ask me a general question. I am asking for self-determination for a nation, the Yoruba nation. There are about 60 million people in Nigeria, and their territory is large enough to be a large country. So that's what I'm talking about. Any other nationality in Nigeria that wants self-determination is free to ask for it. I cannot come and ask for self-determination for nations that are not mine. No.
Well, Prof, as we have this, we're having this conversation. You are in Cotonou, Republic of Benin. Not
talking about any.
So, my brother, Samuel, thank you. Yes, now messages are here. Now, we are coming up with the messages we have to our people. Let us go to the people that call themselves Ohaneze Ndibo. Then you will understand the people and what they did, how they are calling themselves Ohaneze Ndi Igbo.
Diaspora. The Biafra, from what I have seen, I mean, sorry, Ndibo, from what I have seen, Jews, how many? There are very few, but they are very popular because of diaspora. The Biafra, from what I have seen, I mean, sorry, Ndibo, from what I have seen, Jews, how many? There are very few, but they are very popular because of diaspora. The Biafra, from
You can see the kind of people that is calling themselves Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. We are taking you to a very long journey. Then from here now, we will enter this political solution and the amnesty that follows it. From here now, we will go there. But before we will go here now, there is another Yoruba man we are going to show you. You see the person that called himself the leader of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. This man, Oyiwe Anyanwu, represented George Obiozo. George Obiozo was elected by the Fulanis. It was the Fulanis that appointed George Obiozo to come and become Ohaneze Ndi Igbo general in order for them to be able to have expressway down to Biafran land. Then George Obiozo, then nobody knows what happened to him. He just disappeared out of this earth because of atrocity which he has been committing. This fool here now come. Lastly, now he have taken money, 100 billion, and sell Igbo people. That in Zogu is the person that killed the Tafa Belew. You understand? He can't even mention Biafra. Inside this place now, you see Fulani people, how they are defending, talking, speaking boldly. You see Yoruba people, they are speaking boldly. You see every other ethnic group, they are speaking boldly. But look at the kind of person they call the leader. Imagine if Simon Eber is not here, that Nnamdi Kanu is inside. What do you think will be happening to our people? We have to recognize our people that is here. Sunday Ike, thank you. Onyeze Fidelis, I greet you. Mwachineke, I greet you. Nas Ozoukwu, yes, I greet you. Onye Mandianeze. Onye Mandianeze, you are here again. The main thing now is that if you don't know where rain starts beating you, you will never know where the rain will stop beating you. Onye Mandianeze. If we have not been able to dictate our problem, I am a Mandianeze. A Mandianeze, the people we are trying to Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, you see him there, Iwe Anyanwu. You see Iwe Anyanwu, all have on the Aneze. Onye Mandi Aneze. You know, there are parables that have changed in Igbo land. Igbo land, before they used to give that name, Echi Idime, and whether onye mu ihe ọ ga-amụ. That is vice versa. Before, or today in Africa, some people will go and give birth. You will just be expecting whatever that will come out from there. But today, when a woman is pregnant, 3 months, doctors will tell you whether it's a boy or a girl. Then you will go and begin to make your own preparation because you know what is coming. That one adugo solved. Onye mandi aneze. Anya amago ndi aneze now. Are you getting it clear now? Na Iwe Anyanwu here. Na Fulani, the slave masters he is serving. na Ohaneze ndị Igbo, na Ifeanyi Uba and co, na IPOB Nigeria. Ifeanyi Uba now is the leader of IPOB Nigeria, who is telling them what they have to do. That is Ifeanyi Uba. The leader of IPOB Nigeria is Ifeanyi Uba today. Onye ma ndị Ohaneze, ndị Ohaneze ndị anyị na-akpọrọ gị afa now. DOS. DOS are the DOS are the descendant of Ohaneze ndị Igbo. All of them have link to Ohaneze ndị Igbo. That's why they accepted amnesty. That's why they accepted political solution. That's why they accepted command and control. Onye ma ndị Ohaneze. Ndị Ohaneze, look at them here now. So, my brother, your name, you know, when some names used to give us some powerful inspiration. Hugo Michael, I greet you. Oka Pius, thank you so much. Yeah. Bremman, I greet you. Obioma, I greet you. Chukwuma Ali, thank you. Then Obioma, what do you say? He can only say it here on television. What next? Are you referring to the other man? Then Peter Okafor, Dalo, I greet you, Peter Okafor. I greet you. Grace Onwoboya, good evening. Yeah, good evening, my lovely sister. I greet you. God bless you also abundantly. Grace Onwoboya. Bere Peter, I have missed you so much. Another joy. Thank you, Bere. Thank you. You know, the only thing is that we don't have specific time when we used to come here. But my joy is whenever I'm here, I meet my brothers and deliver the message, and you are my strength. Also, Bishop Okoye, Bishop, thank you. Chukwu Okadama is our strength. Oka Pius, thank you. PM, well done, my brother. Then we have to kick it a little so that you will see on your
own.
I
have seen, I mean, sorry, Ndibo, from what I have seen, Jews, how many? There are very few, but they are very popular of diaspora. The Biafra, from what I have seen, Biafra, from what I have seen, I mean, Biafra, from what I have seen, I mean, sorry, Ndibo, from what I have seen, Jews.
This is the kind of people. This is the kind of people. BTH Nnamdi. This is the kind of people that call themselves that they use to destroy us. But thank God that Nnamdi Kanu came up and they opened our eyes. He removed fear out of our faces. Fabio, I greet you. Yeah, Grace, terrible for this Ohaneze ndị Igbo. Terrible people. But we are here to deal with them. We are here to mess them up. You know one good thing. Yes, he is listening. One good thing is Anya. Ahaya. Thank you. Greetings from here. Please, if you have not subscribed to 555 Vision, try to subscribe, turn on the notification button, and personalize it. This is how we analyze our own. When we come here to analyze, we analyze it to everybody will understand. We are not analyzing with English. We are analyzing it with English. You understand? That English is what we are speaking. We are not speaking English. You understand now? And we join it with Igbo. These people have done us what nobody can ever imagine. So we have to really go back to why we are here. Showing you how elders of organizations are defending their own people. How they are defending their own people. Why Ohaneze ndị Igbo is there. Na agụsịsha ọnụ mmiri ma ọ bụ nwunye Nnamdi Kanu.
Bomb in Ibadan. If you do, you will have bombs in every town in Yoruba and in Nigeria. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about the sheer insult of living in a country where some people are treating the government like that. You are talking about Onitiri and so on. You are, why do our...
Well, Prof, let me ask you this. Self-determination,
You are
recommend.
entitled.
What are we doing? We are bringing the news to our people. And that is what we can do. After doing it, we will go back to government. Government will give us another subject. You understand? And that is what we will be doing. Wait, let me show you more of the details. More of the details that is really going on, which you must supposed to know. You have to see how Yorubas are defending their own people openly without being afraid of anybody.
Truly a Muslim there, even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, would put the things that all human beings do. So
We are coming. There is no other way they are coming to take us over. But not only that we are analyzing the Biafran thing, remember that these people we are showing here are the people Mazen Nnamdi Kanu introduced to us before he went to lead in front. These are the group of people when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had all this meeting. We are aware of all these things when it's happening. And when autopilot started newly, PM also had internal meetings with them. You understand now? And that's why we are bringing all these things out. Do not think that Oduduwa is dead. They are still struggling, but someone was to lead. Remember, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was here, it was the voice of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that triggered Igboho. Then Igboho have to queue to the back of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and begin to lead his people. Then, but what thing you have to understand, someone must be in front. If you see all the people today,
it's not a question of religion. There's no question of anybody being truly a Muslim there. Even I knew a chief judge who was supposed to be leading Muslim prayers, who anytime he came to me in my official residence, he would put a brandy or whiskey in a mug and be drinking, and they would smoke and all that. So I don't think it's religion. When they started this Sharia, how many of them are obeying the Sharia? How many of them? No, not none of their leaders. So it's not religion per se, but they use religion to deceive people and say Hausas were not Muslims at all. So they say, well, let's give you a superior religion, we'll give you Islam. But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So truly, what we are fighting against, or what is...
But that didn't apply to the South, because we've had Muslims in Yoruba land even before 14th century.
So
we are into deep analysis. Muslims in Yoruba land before 14th century. And when you study the plan of the Fulanese, there have been messages we used to play here before. The secret plan of the Fulanese that leaked, which led to the hands of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that made him to expose. They called the Yoruba Muslim, the Fulanese called them the filthy Muslims. The filthy Muslims in the West, that they are going to eliminate them later. But what they are going to do is to make sure they capture them and they use Yoruba to fight against Igbo people. They need that number, knowing that the only Igbo people and the Biafrans are the people that can stand up and stop them. So what are they doing? They cause to divide and rule first. After they cause divide and rule first, in eastern region. Then they remove all these people and some part of Port Harcourt, riverine area. They told them they are not Igbo, they are not Biafra. Then that Igbo man only come to conquer. Igbo man want to conquer Nigeria. They just want to rule. They put this divide and rule, and it remained only the 5 states in Biafran land. These 5 states now in Biafran land, they begin to place stooges inside them. Here now, they say Yoruba, Muslim came to Yoruba land since the 14th century. And in Mbise, in Imo State, they came there since 1840 something. Since 1840 something. Then you can understand that there are people that speak Igbo dialect in Biafran land and in Igbo land that is originally Fulanese, like George Obiozo, Hope Uzodimma. Their grandfathers are not originally Igbos. They are born, their fathers gave birth to them in Biafran land, and they are obligated to speak Igbo. Even their grandfather, if they entered here since 1800. Are you understanding? Ebele Ebulam, I greet you. Ebele Ebulam, Ebele Mama Mbukwemo. Then Pro Baba, I greet you. If you come here, try to write us comment. That is our energy. Unless you want to support us in another way. But write us comment, communicate, write us inspiration. AFB Global, I greet you. More blessing to your elbow. That is how we do it. This is what you can give to us. Sharing it, giving like so that people will come. We need numbers in this place so that our message will go far. Knowing that those that couldn't show their faces in this struggle, we took oath to show our face and deliver this message to our people. Remember, we made a promise that we will bring Biafra from diaspora, and through internet, we will tell our people what they should do and what they should know. The one you cannot talk, you write it here. That's why we take advantage of WhatsApp. People from homeland can send very tough message from Biafran land through WhatsApp, voice note, when it comes to us. Some of you that is our followers a long time ago, you know when we used to play Voice of the Angels in this place. There are Voice of the Angels during the formulation of Autopilot when the war was very, very hot. Informations have been coming. So we will take advantage of internet and we will send the message back to you there. Then you will know what to do. We are in a team on this place. And that is why we are here. Kevin, promise. Onye Dekachi. Nobody is like God, my brother. Onye Dekachi. Keep it up. So, Yoruba, Fulani.
Truly, what we are fighting against, or what is going on, is clash of culture
and civilizations.
That's
right.
Not really the Fulani versus the Igbo or the Fulani versus the Yoruba.
No.
It's clash of civilizations.
Yes, clash of civilizations and clash of cultures. Yes, you're right.
That means we have not really integrated as a people.
Never. We have never been.
So the word the Nigerian people is a fallacy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Because, again, in those days, you will say, there have always been Igbo markets, Hausa markets in Enugu. There have always been sabos in Shagamu. But those sabos were occupied by Hausas. Hausas are peaceful people. We traded in Kola Nord. We did even the few Fulanis that came with them at that time, when you had a Sabo in Shagamu or in Ibadan here, they would still look for one Fulani man and make him their Seriki.
How did the Hausa accept
they were subdued. They were subdued.
Despite their large number.
Yes, they were subdued. Of course, they killed, they ruined, they extirpated their 7 kingdoms. They killed their 7 rulers and took over under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
But the jihad is over.
under the guise of religion. Another thing they used the word corruption. Oh, your people are corrupt. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people. We are saints. Your people are corrupt. They've always used the word corruption to deceive people.
Are you hearing it? Divide and rule. They will place themselves as the saint, and they will tell you your own people is corrupt. What have they not done? What have they not done to tell you that Simon Eba is not good? But today, because Nnamdi Kanu have trained us to the way we have to think 1,000 times before they even talk, that is why we didn't fall to this victim. We continue, please. And we want to read your comment also.
But the jihad is over. How come the Hausa man is yet to claim that Hausaness again?
It's just now that the efforts we are making in the south have begun to yield fruits. You will be surprised to hear that now in Hausa land, we now have Hausa Christians. Never had that before. Never. You now have Middle Belt Forum that are saying we are not northerners, we are middle belters. We are not northerners. Don't call us northerners. Now, when you see a Jukum man or you see a Lantan man and you say you are Hausa or you are Fulani, he will be angry. He may even draw his dagger. Don't call me Fulani. I'm not Fulani. I'm not Hausa. What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? What we did not know until recently is that when you call a Fulani man Hausa, he will be angry. He will say Banzani. Because he knows that I'm superior to Hausa. Can you say I'm Hausa? But before now, before Buhari came to establish his suzerainty over Nigeria, we all lumped all of them together for northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no north. There's no north that we used to know. The north is dead. There's nothing called north anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
It's standing on its own. There's no we used to know it. The north is dead. There's nothing called north anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
It's standing on its own. There's no more north. If they try any war to there's no north that we used to know it. The north is dead. There's nothing called north anymore.
Are you really following us? Here we make in-depth analysis, and also when we finish our in-depth analysis like this, some people will say yes, you understand, there is no north again. The only thing you can hear is that there is something that is called Hausa language. Before someone will stand now and tell you that he is Hausa, it's very, very difficult. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said this thing before. Simon Eba said this thing before. I am not worried about the able, about the labeled saboteur. No, don't worry about them. Frederick, I thank you. For promise, thank you. Happy Ume, my sister. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Wow, there are big money here. Happy Ume, God bless you. This is super chat, complete one. Biafran, who is here, please send me a very, very good message, prayers to Happy Ume. Happy Ume, may God bless you. May God bless you. Lemon character. Taking his sunglass off. Taking his sunglass off. So, or the two. Off and raising his arms to greet someone intimidated by baby lemon. Biafrans, please send a powerful thanks to our big sister Happy Ume. Happy Ume. Sheba dog says, I you greet you joyfully. Wow, another one. Man, Biafran, say thanks. Happy remember Chukwuka Abiyama greet you. May Chukwuka Abiyama bless you so much for the wonderful gift you're giving to me and us this evening. You say we should drink a very cold water. Thank you. May God bless you. May the restoration of Biafra become the reward. That is what we can do for now. Thank you for your motivation. I greet you so much. Thank you. Now we continue. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, if you check this Fulani, the Hausa people, you don't see Hausa people again. They killed all their emirs, all their leaders, and the Fulani took them over. Now, when Fulanis found out that they have survived, succeeded in taking them over, then they come. They say there are no more Hausa Fulani. Now there are Fulanis. Since a long time, did you hear Hausa again? You can only hear Hausa language. You don't see people who is defending Hausa again. What you can only hear from the north side now is Fulani, Fulani, Fulani. From there, after capturing Hausa land and the Hausa people, they enter Middle Belt. They said Middle Belt is their own. They are taking them over. And from there, after they did all those things, what did they do? They came to Biafran land and begin to instill what they called autonomous king. All this autonomous king that you see that time that everybody become autonomous king. Everybody that have car in Nigeria become a king. And if each village has king, they call them autonomous king, the certificate king. And when you, some of the people that do their 419, some of them that do anything they do and get money in Igbo land, they now buy the certificate and they become king. Many of them has money more than the generated Igwe, a heritage Igwe from the land of the ancestors. Every one of you that is here, you know what we are talking about. If what I'm saying is lie, write it here. And if you know that what I'm saying here is true, also write it in this place. They created autonomous king. That autonomous king was the ideology of capturing Igbo people and the Biafra. And who are the people who that is killing, that is giving Fulani's land today? Is it not that those who recruited autonomous king? But when you see the Igwes that came from the God of ancestors, the God of our fathers, none of them supported the Fulanis. None of them support Fulanis. It's very difficult to see Igwe that has original offer from ancestors that will support Fulani conquest. But those autonomous kings, check yourself, because here we analyze things, how everybody will feel it when you were growing up in the village. I will bring you back when you were growing up in the village and when you visit village or when whatever you hear from your village. Suddenly, autonomous king came. There are king everywhere. Everywhere is king. Competition begin. Fulani put this thing. What was the ideology? The ideology is that those kings, those autonomous kings, will now use their own or for that Osisi Hajinaka to control every other person. Then the real Igwe that came from the Lord, God of the land, they don't have to say again because they are answerable to governor. Are you understanding? That is what he is saying here. Today, this is the same thing they practiced with through Hausa people, but we know already that they are coming. This is the strategy they are using to come. If you go deep inside what this man says here now, he said it is recently. He don't want to tell you that Nnamdi Kanu opened a people's eye. He don't want to say it. He don't want to say it. He is the very, very right man to Akintola. This man you are seeing here now. We also have interior meetings together. He don't want to say it, that he now can open their mouth. But he says that now, Middle Belt now, because Middle Belt came up the other day, they say, you don't call us North. We are middle belt. Everybody begin to answer his own father's name because Nnamdi Kanu have sent the message. That's why when we see the people that is now Ifeanyi Oba is their own leader today now, we don't give a damn. We only listen to her. Then, because we have been listening to the 500,000 recruited Iraqs, which we have just sent packing. Now we put their own record, waiting for the book they will write. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has done everything. The reason Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say that he will use truth to destroy Nigeria, he practically used truth and he destroyed Nigeria. He says that truth is the most dangerous weapon one can ever use to fight like himself. He used truth and he revealed every secret known in Nigeria. Then Fulanis get angry with him. Are you understanding? So we have to continue. We welcome our people that is writing comments, because if you are here, try to show us love by writing comments. Happy women. To show my appreciation, my wisdom, my window pocket. Thank you so much. I appreciate so much. Happy woman. Man, you give me a very cold water today. You know, Obinna, I am very, very ashamed of this man called Iweanyanwu. Nobody with with his right senses will ever appreciate Iweanyanwu. Iweanyanwu and the Ohaneze ndị Igbo are Fulani slaves. They cannot protect or speak for us. Diaski, thank you. People are understanding. Advantage, we have a lot of advantage staying in this place talking to Biafrans. Because when we read comments, from comment, we know that what we are doing is bearing fruit. If people keep on cursing us or calling us the kind of name they called us during the time when we told them that Simon Ekpa is genuine, if those things continue till today, you know that we cannot continue. But the people that the thing affected are the people that is now waiting for their, that is taking amnesty. Are you understanding? That's why we are appreciating your comment so much, because through your comments, we will know if we do valoration through comment section. If anybody made mistake here and they write anything negative, you will see the wall. The thing that provoke us, the why you say that Jisike, you are doing great job, just like Lars Bensko say you are doing great job, Jisike. Then you will see our anger. We will put a low to their body. You understand now? So that is what we are doing. We are here checking, valorating our job. We are here also converting new people. We are here also telling you to tell others. Nigeria has been destroyed long time ago. Now, what you need to do is to tell anybody that has not voted to go and vote. Try to join and buy from Biafran shop, because Biafra need money. If anything Biafra is doing, try to join there and contribute, because this is the only way out. Fulani is planned this thing long time ago, since 1804. You know how many years? How many years from 1804 to today? A long time project, budgeted with $30 billion. Why can't they buy off a journalist? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu called us and made us journalists. Say, go and speak. Grace Omobia, thank you. I greet you. Laz, this side it. See the way Iweanyanwu is behaving. Iweanyanwu abụrụ ya ọnụ. Obiezue Mike, godly. Thank you. And they remain blessed. Obiezue, thank you. Obiezue. AKA Akachukwu, I greet you, Fafafa Vision. Uche Okafo. We have already given them vote of no confidence. This vote of no confidence, Uche Okafo, you remember, how we are preaching what we are preaching here, because if you say that you don't agree, we are not also asking you to agree, because finally you will agree. The first vote was the vote of no confidence against DOS. When we valorized them, we found out that these people have nothing to offer. We are there. I am an oath member, a member of DOS. The leaders here in Spain, we are the leaders. Mazen Namdekan, when he came to Spain here, I received him. You understand? But when Namdekan was kidnapped, I asked my coordinator, did you see this news that is flying? He said, man, any news that is more than 3 lines, he is not interested in reading them. That he is not interested to read all those long letters. Then I say, is it how you become my coordinator? Is it how you are going to give me Biafra? And you want me not to listen to Simon Eba? You understand? So it has been a very long war. Chema Irechuku, I salute you, my Chema Irechuku. You know, Chema, I greet you so much. Lovely people. Saint Izuchuku, your method of analysis is top notch. Biafra will abolish every inserted idiot or what? Abolish every inserted idiots in Biafran land after the declaration. Automatic. Izuchuku, automatic. We are here. What we have for Biafra is what you have never imagined. Isdo, Aguzie, thank you, Isdo. Maazi, happy to hear from you. Yes. Happy to see you also. Happy to read your comment. You know, whenever you are here writing comments, our energy is turning back. Our energy is turning back, because that shows that you are here and you are appreciating what you are doing. We bring out our time. We deny ourselves our some pleasure. Simon Eba doesn't sleep. The other day he told you that, do you think that he don't like all those flashy open on that area? That yes, he do. But because of you, we have to do it. We take away those things. They say it is enjoyment. Freedom is the highest thing you can ever get. We are in Europe here, we are enjoying freedom. I'm telling you the truth. And this freedom is the reason why someone ever say he will bring Finland, all Finland, he will bring it to you in order for you to just to be free, to see what freedom is all about. Freedom is achieved when the enslaved embrace and utilize the power of the truth. Peter Pan. I am telling you, they are actualizing the power of truth. Biafrans are waking up. Let us continue to this place. You will see the message we are giving. Somebody must be in front. That is one thing you must know. Everybody must know. Someone must be in front. And whenever you know that you don't have what it takes to be in front, stay clear. Let the person that will be in front be in front. Others will follow. Others will follow. Hamilton Luma, I greet you. Luma, I greet you. Onyemwechi March. My own good brother. Greetings, my own good brother, Hamilton Luma. Mazi Ogechukwu, we are really appreciating Bridge. King Sele Isaac, time is coming when you will not hear from POS Nigeria. And can you see that they are begging us, the Biafrans, to donate money in their hands? But no way, we can never ever donate money to those POS again. Who will give them their money? You can't just go and take your money, or even if you steal the money, you take the money and give to POS. Why? Number one is that they are taking amnesty from Nigeria. political solution is amnesty, automatic. We told them that time. Mary Tokam, I must greet you. Thank you for joining. Mary Tokam, we are doing our job. Mary Tokam, the time you were in Twitter today in space, I listened to you. May God bless you. Now, let us continue. Let us really continue to our analysis. This analysis.
Anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on.
Northerners. And like I wrote some 4 years ago, there's no North. There's no North that we used to know. The North is dead. There's nothing called North anymore.
So there's a Fulani now standing on his own.
It's standing on its own. There's no more North. If they try any war today, oh God of mercy. The kind of cohesion you had in the army, the military in 1966, will never happen again in this country, if there is a country at all. You will not find a Hausa soldier now, an Igbo soldier going to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo. You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
yes,
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. But for such people, yes, with the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Suba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still reconstruct, rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Deni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person, whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it.
That is the Bush Fulani.
It is the Bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow it says, what are the town Fulani? There are very few, the ones who have in Abuja. Or the few that dot spaces to Enugu to kill a fellow Igbo.
Are you really following? This is 555 Vision. That is how we analyze our own program. In case if you are joining us new, that is how we do it. We make it to be fun, and we make it also for you to be nervous, and we make it also for your brain to be wind up. So you will ask yourself question. The man just says, he asks him, the people of New Nigeria, he said maybe there are people that is believing that maybe P2B will some one way and another make Nigeria a place, a group which he don't belong to. Because there are town Fulanis and the bush Fulanis. He asked, town Fulani and the bush Fulani, which is more populated in number? He says, town Fulani are the only people you found in Abuja. They are just like 0.01%. Others are bush Fulani. And what is their agenda? Their agenda is to rape, to kill, ethnic cleansing, Ruga, and capturing your land. And remember what we told you in this 555 vision. We told you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made us to understand that Fulanis are what they called human, virus in a human form. As you have coronavirus that killed like under sickness. You will have malaria that kill in human form. Fulanis is virus in human form. Any place Fulanis come across, that place will be depopulated. Am I writing? I have to recognize people that write some comment, and that is how we do our own program. You know, some people ask us and say, hey, why should you just be that our message is very good, but we don't supposed to be reading comment. We don't supposed to be cutting down the appetite. But our own way is that people who is here, we have to read their own comment and recommend them. As we are recommending them, you understand now, freedom is taken. Paul Achebe have repented. Freedom is taken. Freedom is not given. You see now, another message has come. Let me tell you, I will make another program concerning Achebe. You can tag him here or tell him to watch from this area. I will make a program concerning Achebe. And those people that is here, that is maybe the people that begin to understand things that is happening newly. When the news came from Kano to Kano, the news came, he said, give Simon Ekpa slot. That is the order Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave. Onyemechi na talking. Then say Simon Ekpa is inciting violence. Ikenga says not giving Simon Ekpa slot is the problem. He used a parable that says giving monkey water with a cup is not a problem, but to taking back the cup from the monkey is the problem. That is where the problem started. This problem you see DOS, POS, autopilot, and the reason Nnamdi Kanu is still inside. This is the word that destroyed everything. Giving monkey water with a cup is not a problem, but taking the cup back from the monkey. That was the word of Ikenga, and that is how the mind of DOS spoiled. I am talking as an old member of IPOB. We are there. Freedom is taken. Then, as we have been fighting, why are you not allowing us to listen to Simon Ekpa? They say anybody who listens to Simon Ekpa or shows sympathy to him is enemy of Biafra. Then this Achebe now released a video. After I watched that video, which I will use to make a program to Achebe, that time Achebe are the first people that stood with Simon Ekpa. Send this message to him. I never make one particular message concerning Achebe because here we don't criticize people. We made a program we called Recycling and the Recycler. We made a program. I don't know the people that is following me on YouTube, Facebook then. We made a program which we call Recycling and the Recycler. Anybody that made a mistake should know you made a mistake. We are here to repair you. Then, before PM then preach concerning betraying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu after second thought. Many of these people betray Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra after second thought. That's why that language came. Some of them say, instead, Simon Ekpa will be the person that will bring Biafra. Let them die. And they are dying. So Achebe was the first people that stood with Simon Ekpa. The real problem, I am sending it here, copy it, send to him. He know me, we used to have program before together, just like we have media team with us no compo. Then the matter of Idu then started. Achebe then asked our prime minister, that time he is Biafran spokesperson and the spiritual son of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the disciple. He has not been elected. as the prime minister of Biafra then. Are you getting it? Then Achebe then told our prime minister that he, under his own authority, that our prime minister, the Biafran spokesperson then, must attack Nelly. Then the prime minister told him that he is not here to attack Nelly because Nelly was fighting for Idu nation. Achebe said he is mandated to attack Nelly. Then the Biafran prime minister spokesperson then, the spiritual son of Mazen Namdekan, then he walked Achebe out of the program. I don't know if I will read it in comment section, the people who will bear me witness. Since then, Achebe then began to tag our prime minister, Gumi of Biafra. You understand? I know that he is fighting our prime minister out of self-control, and I knew he will return. Sometime I will be doing program here. He will write message. I will call him, man. Don't try here. We know the truth. Any day I come out of this struggle, I say, okay, I am tired. I am tired. I will raise hand. I am not here to attack anyone. But don't tell me that if I sympathize with someone, I am enemy of Biafra. Then when I presented the message of Achebe to our coordinator in Spain, then they say I am sympathizing with Simon Eba. Then they called Chike Doziem. All of us, we had meeting then in Skype. Then they brought my own suspension. They said, go. Then we have to go on. Charles Moses. God bless. Bro, thank you. Martin. Ndo Agulam. Ndo Agobam. Ndo Agobam. Ndo Agobam. Okay, Ndo Agobam. Is it? Ndo Agobambo, I am afraid. Is it what it means? I appreciate your job. May God continue to bless you. Martin, thank you. Then, Nwa Potaife, Afuzuoya, Yotago. I greet you. Esther Okuosa, I greet you. Akachuku, I greet you. You know, Mwaputife, my brother, I appreciate you so much. Mwaputife, I put ife afọ anya na complete na put ife anya na eme ya na afọ anya maka okwu anyị bụ nkụ ụgbọwuru udu mmiri ọkọchị pụọ na anya ya nkụ akwụ banye na ikiri achọba nnụnụ nwere ọnụ ogologo. That is what everybody must understand. When tough get tough, we will look for people that we put mouth where nobody they put mouth. And what in here anaghị ekwe emume n'ụwa. Onye ma echi. Nice program. Thank you, FB Global. This channel is where the one Nigeria support our guest, making the analysis easy for all to understand. Yes. Global, FB Global. We spend our time. We don't come every day. We analyze our program maybe like 2 days, 3 times with our IPs. Then we will give Biafra what they need. Thank you for observing that. Okay, thank you. Hey, Sunday, Okbara, keep it up. I greet you. Franca Okonkwo, I must greet you. Thank you. Always here. Chukwuma Ale, your words are correct. A Yoruba Muslim of Restent said, the Igbos are developers, but Fulanis are destroyers. Then we go here before we come back again. We are doing our job according to how Chukwuka Abiyama asked us to do it.
You will not even find an Igbo soldier coming to Ibadan to kill a Yoruba man, or a Yoruba soldier going to Enugu to kill an Igbo man. It will not happen again. So the Lantan people, the Benue people will never ever allow themselves to be used by any Fulani mischief maker.
So if I'm getting you right, your argument is that the Fulani hegemony has been broken.
Dead.
If the Fulani hegemony has been broken,
Yes.
does it mean that the social structure of Nigeria is about to witness a very hard hit that will lead to a new Nigeria?
Yes, for those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. Those who agree with you to the extent of the fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to. The fact that there are still some people who want a Nigeria, a group that I don't belong to.
You know, Biafrans, while we are doing our analysis like this, we spend time and do it, but more appreciative is because people pay attention and listen. You know, I say, time has come when you will speak for yourself. Asị na mgbe ikpeazụ onye ọbụla ya eji ọnụ ya zara isi onwe ya. Look at him, a group that he don't belong to, anybody that is talking about one Nigeria, he don't belong to. And this kind of person, when you are trying to talk to him, you know exactly where he stand and where he stood. Are you understanding? This is the reason it is good that people will come out and say, okay, this is my vote. I have voted. We need numbers in this vote. Do you know why it is very, very necessary that everybody should go and vote? When you vote, let PM be telling us, maybe he is telling us there is improvement in the vote, but we need more numbers. You know why? The reason is we are into international level and into international diplomacy of government. Who asked you to declare Biafra? Then the answer is very, very simple. These are millions of people that ask me to declare Biafra. Somebody wrote here and he said that they do vote of no confidence. Do you know the power of vote? I think if you go to Google now, you will search the power of vote. Google will explain to you the importance of vote and why someone have to act to the vote you have given to him. What I am doing here, the comments you are writing in this place is also vote that you like what I am doing. If I come here and mess up, there have been a time we are trying to understand Biafra. Sometimes we will write something a little strange to people to know what they think. People will just say, oh, this message is not from Paul Owambiko. This message is not from Papa Vision. How can you write like this? You understand? You will know whom you are serving and those who is following you. They will put you, if I mess up here now, people will say, man, this is not the person we know. This is how it is. And why are we standing strong for this vote, showing our faces and fighting for this war? We know what United Nations need from Biafra. They need your vote. If you want to support the government, to support the Biafran Liberation Army that is giving you protection, listen to what this man is saying here. Chukwumale, many Thomas are repenting now because they now see the truth. Andy Ugwu, okay. Ugwu Ebulam, thank you. Andy Ugwu Ebulam, please go ahead. Tell us the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, that is the guy that formed that language. Today he have repented. One thing is, Biafran government says anybody that will repent is welcome. It is not like DOS. They will give you suspension, they will give you automatic sanction, and they will give you death sentence, and they send people to go and eliminate the person. But in Biafran government, even the government in exile, if you have problem, if you do things that is not in line, PM will call you like 3 times. Then after 3 times, he may give you 21 days suspension or 1 month suspension. Inside that 1 month suspension or 21 days suspension, then he will tell you inside this time you are allowed to return if you want. If you don't want, then it's ever hanido. And you will see when where people is willing to work, where people is willing to serve, if they are receiving suspension like this, they will be pleading. And anybody that will take suspension will return. Are you understanding? But DOS will tell you no, your own life now has come. They will send Nigerian police to come and kill the person. These are the differences. So tell Achebe, let him come. If the prodigal son later returned, then who else will not return? What we need is Biafra. Maybe in Biafran land, we will not even meet each other. You understand? Or maybe we meet each other. What is happening? But don't create enmity, personal enmity in this struggle we are into. And if you know you have made a mistake, return. We will make a very nice program concerning Achebe when he will make an apology. Send the message to Achebe. Let him make apology program to PM. Then we will carry it up from there. And we will send the message and make appeal in government. That is why we are here. You understand? We are going together. Ije anyị ga-abụ n'ofu. That is ihe ndị ọdịnala gwara anyị. Ije anyị ga-abụ n'ofu. Ka ọ ya abụ onye na-eje nwanne ya na-ene ya anya n'azụ. So that ka anyị hapụ ịzọnye ụkwụ n'ogwu. Ọkwe na ọta, our movement must be one. In order for, as PM is in front, we will be watching his back in order for him not to make mistake. And if there is any mistake, since our mind is one, we must see that mistake. You understand? So anyone that has made mistake, let them come. But remember, Rafa Jere is leading. When he made the mistake before, he returned, he placed apology. We made a video here and we say that someone is leading. You make a mistake, you summon courage. You see Rafa Ajere, he is one of the top in the government. Clear the shame, turn back, say, man, I made mistake. PM, we welcome you. I am telling you the truth. Send this message to any other person that has made the same mistake like Achebe. Let them make video and apology. We will take it up from here. I am telling you the truth. Everybody that is out of this government, tell them, make video apologies. We will analyze it and send it where it's supposed to go. Because Ijai Gabunofu. You understand? Now, John Mwadike, I greet you. Martin Nze, I greet you. One name, God bless you. I greet you. Diana Agundiaba. Thank you, Diana. Every time you are here, thank you. May God bless you. Good evening, Maze Paul. God bless you. Genuine people fighting for survival of Biafran people and the generation yet to unborn, our upcoming generation. Freedom is taken. Now, once Biafra is redeclared, all the zoo soldiers will run. That is for sure. Adejebe, thank you so much, my brother. Keep it up. Thank you, Adejebe Segun. Adejebe Yoruba, Segun. Grace, Omoboya. That's right. Mazi Paul, MPM, started himself at the back. Now he's regretting. Yes, that is true. This man is a true Yoruba man. Freedom is taken. That is for sure. Andy, I think that God and everything that happened without the blowing of the wind, nobody would have believed that him is not out. Now, Aniebunam Arinze. Good evening, sir. Thank you. I greet you so much. Yachukwu Kabiama is with us. Is Domaze Paul. My happiness is that millions of Biafrans are already known the truth. That is the main thing. We will bring Biafra from diaspora. Do you people remember when Nsima are the people that started this thing? You know, when they wrote all our name and they publish it in Nigerian and they read it on air, Mazi Simon never said all the people they read our names together. They have killed all of them in Nigeria. If we had been in Nigeria, what would have happened? If Simon Eber is in Nigeria, what would have happened? You see it? That's why onye njenje ka onye isi awụ amamihe. God knows the reason he removed us from Nigeria and he made us to not only put our eyes has been in money, but Igbo say, afụ ihe ka ubi ere ọba. Afụ ihe ka ubi ere ọba. That is what we are doing today. Show me how to catch a fish and not giving me fish every day. You send 100 euro, you send 200 euro, you send every time, you send every time. Give them freedom and they have your peace. Give them freedom. Freedom is what they need. You are here in Europe, you suffer all your life, you don't even know. You brought yourself as a slave. You go to Nigeria, you marry Nkechi from that area, you bring Nkechi to this place, then Nkechi will born your children in this place, your children will end up in this place. What a mess. You use your hand, you come as a slave. You bring your own wife, you come as a slave, you born children, slave in the same place. And the Fulanis are taking you over down there. And that's why Afuheku will be a robber. There are reasons we deny ourselves some things and doing what we are doing now. There are reasons. Andy, thank you. God is with you as well. You know, we are bringing all these things out. Jerry, Ken, Wachuku, Ndewo, one name. Chinonyerem Prince. Chinonyerem, good evening. I greet you. Maazi Ogochuku. Nice submission there. Everyone that sincerely repent, we will welcome them. Yes, my brother. You know, when you see people with a good heart, right comment also, we will know. We are here. Listen, nobody knows where Biafra is. It's only Simon Ekpa said he know the date Biafra will come. We don't know it. And finally, he have reviewed it. And how do we enter Biafran land? We have to go together. If you made mistake, I am telling you, turn back. Turn back. If you make any day, any of them that make video analysis, there is this guy that is also regretting. One day he will do like a Achebe. This as he the hot. As he the hot. That guy has messed himself up. These are the voices we heard. And we turn back from where we have been before, and we turn back because of their voices. That's why when I hear Asi the Hot, Maazi Chukwubikem, when I hear him speaking jargons, these are the first people that ask a question. Why can't you give Maazi Simon a slot? Ikenga called him and destroyed that guy, a warrior. Send the message to him. I send him messages. He is a mighty warrior, but how the mighty fall. You know, we must learn from the parable of sower. There are some that fall, some of the seed that fall behind the rock, and they need help. You understand? Some people is born to make mistake. Don't you ever be afraid of making mistake in this life. Rather, be ready to take correction whenever error is being dictated in anything you do. Okay, nwa Chineke, please never ever trust ndị ofe. They are all fake completely. Fulani will push them out. Yes, they are fighting for their own Oduduwa, and we are also fighting for our own Biafra. He is speaking for themselves, for their life. You understand? Mazen Namdekano and Igboho had a meeting, and this man also had a meeting. I attended the meeting also with the other person, Akintola, the other person I played before with Igboho and the Koiki, and the other people that is not even talking. There are some elderly men. One thing is they cannot lead. They don't have that power. Only Biafra, Igbo people has the power to keep Nigeria as one, and the Igbo people has the power to destroy Nigeria. This is the fact. You know, the advantage of writing comments. With good comments, we can stay here 10 hours because we are 555 vision. Any comment here, we transfer or transmit its interpretation. We will use it also. That's why don't think I am doing more than you. Aka nke akwụọ nke akwụọ nka. Enwere nke ka ibe ya akwụọ. If you do this thing, iji nwayọ gbara ọgwụ gị ṅụọ complete. Steve J, we will welcome them and also watch them. Yes, now. Steve J, we will welcome them. Igbo parable says, onye ya na onye iro na-eri nri na-eji ogologo ngaji. And Psalm 23 says, I prepare a table for you in presence of your enemies. After I tore Bible through and flow, I didn't see any place where God said, don't eat that food because it was prepared between you and the devil. Igbo people say, ịchọ ili that nni ijiri ogologo ngaji. But we are assuring you today that PM need everybody. And the PM nwere ngaji ogologo ya ha like this. You understand them? So let them come. There are ways we are doing this struggle, spiritually and the physical, logically and the otherwise. Let them come. Where do I see you for you to give me poison? You understand now? Where do I see you? No. You understand? But we will watch over them. PM say when they come, the only thing is that they will not have a sensitive information from the government, but let them stop causing confusion. Like in this place today now, reading comment now, and the work I'm doing here, reading comment, I know there is no confusion. The message I did inside my gentle office yesterday, gentle office is inside car, you know. Somebody said he is from North Korea or South Korea or wherever. Try to cause nuisance there. Biafrans eat the person raw. You understand now? So let them come. We are watching. Okwu ọnụ ka Chineke ji wee kee ụwa. God created this world with power of mouth. What we are checking is what they say. What they say. Sometimes Bible say, soro okwu ọnụ fa, eso n'omume fa. That is simple. What you say, mind what you say. Here in this program, people like how we are analyzing it. Some don't like it. You are not obligated to like it. So we continue. Steve J, I think you understand it now. Daniel Agara, well done, my brother, and thank God for giving us Simon Eba. If not, Biafran struggle and the Mazen Nandekano would have been destroyed. It would have become a story today. Agon Tade. Oh, so okay. Sehun, we Yorubas still remain strong on ground with the Biafra. You see the counter here now. I like what you wrote now. Sehun said they are very, very strong. Yorubas are very, very strong in this agitation because nobody in Nigeria is happy being a Nigerian. Yorubas are very, very strong. One thing is that Mazi Sondi Igboho is outside now. He is planning. He is in a top communication with Simon Eba. This is simple. Everybody should know it. But Igboho doesn't start the movement. You understand? Igboho started this movement behind our leader, Mazen Nandekano. So, on the 2nd of December, Igboho already given Nigerian government on 15th June. Let us see what he is coming up with. You understand? Maybe they will declare before us, or maybe we will declare at the same time. So that is why Sehun tell you that we, the Yorubas, are very, very strong on ground with the Biafra to achieve it. They are very, very strong. Don't think that they are not doing anything. Not all of them like that Somolu is destroying Biafran things and the Igbo people's business. No, not all of them. We are getting their videos and we are keeping them. Because of what we are doing, equal to any days. Equal to any days with this thing we are doing. Equal to any days. We have to bring you. Go to any two according. Dollar force. I greet you. Yes, so they will. Dollar force. Equal to any Steve. Hey, my people. As Chikwuka, PM said, Chikwuka, man, some people are asking why am I reading all? I must read all the comments. It's not easy to write comments, As Chikwuka, PM said, if you come late, you will join from back. Yes, that is it. If you come late, you join from back. Happy Ume. Thank you, Sehun. Sehun, you see the appreciation Happy Ume is giving to you. Thank you, Sehun. We appreciate you. Odudu One Nation, we move. So this is the language we need. Language of unity. We know the Yiri Yoruba. Yiri Yoruba is here. He say, you see his hands. Remember that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. He said those people that still believe in one Nigeria, but to him, no. Triple M. I greet you, Triple M. Good man. Thank you, Triple M. Now we continue. Now, if you are here, if you have not write your comment, I don't know. Give us inspiration.
But for such people, yes. With the weakening of Fulani hegemony, there could be a Nigeria that will integrate the Soba Fulanis, the town Fulanis, and still rebuild, and then have a Nigeria that should be. But I, as a person, as Tola Deni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person, which will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person, whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it. That change the mindset of a Fulani person. Believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person, whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
This is the bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow a sense. Who are the town Fulani? There are very few. The ones who have in Abuja. Or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. To change the mindset of a Fulani.
Yes, Biafrans. Today is very, very nice, and we are taking it small, small. Our people says, "Son emisame with the issue star," the star of sunny. Nwayọọ nwayọọ ka eji aracha ofe dị ọkụ, and in this place anyị na-eji nwayọọ eme our own analysis. It will take more than 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani man. Ọ sụrụ ya na English, ọ sụghị ya na English. There are differences. Ma ndị a na-asụ grammar in English, people will not understand them. But if you speak English of Nigerian people, it will take more than 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani man. Their own job is to kill. Their own job is to name. Their own job is to destroy. Their own job is to take your land. And wherever Fulani man pass, that place will be depopulated. He is a Yoruba man. No Igbo elder can stand up and speak in this manner. Ike otu onye ada ezu ihe anyị na-eme. You understand it because okwu anyị bụ nkụ ụgbọrọ udu mmiri ọkọchịpụ a na-anya ya nkụ. Shigba Eric, thank you for your good job, Shigba. Ike otu onye ada ezu. Rose of Egbu, greetings to all Biafrans all over the world. You understand? Triple M, Udo Derege, Mazi, freedom is taken. You see, good communications are here. Good communications. From here, you can make friends. From here, you join people. From here, you know how people think. From here, you know how to change mindset. From here, you know what we need. From here, you know that we preached about recycling. Recycling simply means going back to the dustbin and they bring out all the refuge inside dustbin and they recycle them and they send them back to the society. Are you understanding? That is recycling. We preach about recycling and the recycler in this Biafran struggle. If you come to Western world, the major economy came from dustbin. Their sheet, the rag, the old cloth, they don't throw it away. They have tanks where you have to put them. They will pick it up and they recycle them again, use it to sew a new cloth. That's why we are not throwing anybody out of this struggle. We know what to do with them. We study the recycling and the recycler. Dustbin, how to make use of rejected subjects and the rejected objects. Chidebere John, I greet you for joining us. Triple M. Biafra will shock the world. Complete. Here I keep people alive because we know how they use missionary journeys and these pastors to deceive our people's mind. They tell you read Bible. You are reading one book for more than 40 years. You are still reading one book, no development. We will use Biafran struggle and this your comment here, preaching until every one of you will become friends. When you join in Biafran land, you will remember today. That is what we are giving you. When you go to Biafran land, because Biafra, what do you say? Triple M say, Biafra will shock the world. The kind of unity that is coming. Remember, we are coming with Biafran religious freedom and the monitoring. They don't come out early. Before those ones will come out, they used to do practice like 1 month. What they are coming to tell public. That is how Biafra is going to shock the world. James Nolly, all hail Biafra. Thank you so much. Oluchi Emecheta. Our media warriors are doing a great job. You are one of the best analysts in our freedom. Oluchi Amecheta. Thank you. Freedom is taken. Rose of Fable, freedom is taken is sending your greetings. Triple M. It's high time they understand that we are out for good. No other way. Enwe ndị ọya abụ ha sụọ English ha adaba n'afa ha triple M. Ụdịrị afọ abụ ha afọ eji egwu egwuregwu. Kwe na aghọta. And ijekwe n'enu jee na ike otu onye adịghịzi ha na-eme. Ụwa. Lolo Noma. Lolo Noma, I greet you for joining. I greet you for joining. May God bless you. I am glad to get you live today. Yeah, I'm glad that you watch it. Yes, Lolo Noma, freedom, equal to Onya Dezu. Equal to Onya Dezu, I got to go the game. You understand the game because equal to Onya Dezu. He's sending you greetings. We are here making people, however you want it, we will give it to you. You know, because Triple M said, this is not 1967 stroke 1970. This is 21st century and it's Biafran o'clock. Biafra we move. Biafra must go. You understand? We are not joking. Sometime, we are telling you, sometimes we go close to PM, you know. If there is no criticism, PM will be running mad. You know, if we get any criticism here now, you will see a different part of 555 vision. You understand? PM is not receiving attack again. Do you see him? Sometimes he will go, he will send the other one. He's saying those propaganda, you know, because Triple M said this is not 1967 and or 1970. We are in 21st century. We scattered all over the world. And we will bring Biafra from diaspora. Through internet, we will tell Biafran Liberation Army, Biafran resistance fighters, Biafran snipers, what they should do. You understand? And if we ask them to sit at home, they will sit at home. Now there will be sit at home that will go on. That sit at home is for the whole Biafrans to know that you have to vote. We are also trying to squeeze time in order to make it alive so that our people will get the information. Freedom is taken. There are dustbins that the Biafrans don't need, but must to be sent to judgment. Listen, freedom is taken. You know the reason we ask you to be writing comment. You know they colonized us with missionary journeys, and they gave us catechism. They say catechism, and we, before we came to serve you, serving Biafra, we try to find out if there is hell or hellfire. Are you understanding? And inside all our research, to science, to technology, to geography, nobody really want to die to know if the two exist. But one thing that is sure, scientists found out extra 7 continents in the space. They say it will take them 200 years to build sophisticated machine that will travel to that place. It will take them 200 years. And the journey to the new planet which they discovered will take 170 years to get there, because they are thinking that there is a heaven, searching for where God is. Are you understanding? And the religious people made us to understand that the Satan and the hellfire is underground. You understand? This is fairy tale. How long are you going to wait? That is the question we ask before we leave. I say, everything in them. When we get this message, and what is that thing you say? Does being. Not all, they will go to judgment. We asked Freedom is taken. I'm sending this message to everybody that is here and the people that will watch it later. We in the government, there is a debate going on if Biafra will have death sentence or long time sentence. Do you know that when Biafra comes, the first investment Biafrans is going to make is to build a rehabilitation center? Freedom is taken. One of the first investment is to build prison all over Biafran 40 states. That is one of the first investment, because there is what they call heritage sin. Njọ emetere na arụ Adam. That heritage sin, Biafrans heritage from Nigeria, will be cured in the rehabilitation center. So telling you, the people who made the mistake, the dustbin, they will be sent to judgment. The people that should be sent to judgment inside the rehabilitation center will go there. They will be rehabilitated. Those one Nigerian people will also go there, and their brain will be rehabilitated. When they are coming out, they will come out as a Biafran, because there will be a legitimate teachers inside that place. And those rehabilitation center stroke prison will be built to the normal standard. There will be university inside that place. There will be a place to learn for work. There will be a place you have to learn every kind of handwork. When you commit anything against the Biafran law, you will find yourself in that place. So copy this place, send it to every one of them. So we continue to read messages. Lolo Norma, freedom is taken. Freedom is taken. Lolo Norma is greeting you. Mary Tokan. Sir, you are a wise man. Biafra we are wisdom people. May God Almighty bless you. He said, Mary Tokan. Cliff Ibe. God bless you. God bless you. You see the game. The game is going on here. Everybody is communicating to each other. That is our aim. Do you know why we are doing Biafra? When Biafra come, I will go to Ezebilago Kingdom and they build a small temple made up of stone. Then, well, that is why I'm fighting for Biafra. Ndubisobi, Biafra is a paradise. They are preaching for us long time ago. The new heaven, the paradise on earth. Ndubisobi. You know, when we are telling you, write comments. This is the comment we need. You know, so that when you write it, we will register it. Look at how we register it. It is here now, registered. The life, for life. This message is here for life. You understand now? Because Ndubisobi now says, Biafra is the paradise they have been preaching long time ago, where all the people on earth will come and they worship Chukwukikabiam. That is why Biafra is a religion. If you see what Biafran religious freedom and the monitoring is, before they will come out and they talk to you in public, they will do practice, question, and the answer until we are sure what we are doing. The kind of Biafra that is coming. That is when you are a magician, you will show us your magic. If you are a native doctor, you will show us how you work as a native doctor. You don't come to Biafra and mess up. You understand? That is what we are telling you. Emeka Pascal, one name, Nwachukwu Okike, mee ihe kara na ịma Igbo a sef, ịma ndị a napụrụ anyị Igbo n'ọnụ. Sheba Eric, we must reach where we are going. Where will they go? Yes, now. We are not stopping. Sheba, let me tell you something. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says that when Biafra is restored, we will build Biafra for 75 good years, no stop, day and the night. That means I am night job na Biafra. Just like you do night shift in Europe, in America, there will be night job. And Biafra and Switzerland will become like a village to compare how beautiful Biafran land is going to look like. A place that is fabricating gold and diamond. Imagine the most blessed land found on this earth. So, Shaiba, Eric, we must reach where we are, where we they go. We they go there. We know the stop. And what we are doing is we are warming people's brain, keeping them alive, making sure you think about Biafra. And if you have any message, you write it here also. Iko to onye Adezu, Ndubisi Obi, I greet you. Dora Love, Dora Love, I love you, I greet you. James Nolly, Biafra will rule the world. Biafra will rule the world. That is why during the time Biafran War of 1967, there have been Cold War. What is happening now? Russia now send a message to Britain, and they told Britain that in Ukraine, any bullet they found in Ukraine made by Britain, they are going to fight them. The Cold War that had been going on then that made Queen Elizabeth to go to Russia and tell them, let them stop their Cold War, their enmity between each other, and ask Russia to come and fight Biafrans. That is what is going on here now. She told Europe that if they let Biafra go, that their own children will go to Biafran land and look for job. That is why we are suffering. But this time around, we are getting it. Biafra will rule the world. All hail the coming of the rising sun. You see? Are you understanding? Then Koiki Media is here. You know, Koiki Media is here. Look at it here. This is Koiki Media. Koiki Media is the person that revealed the secret. When DOS is jumping up and down, he said that Nnamdi Kanu had a meeting with Igboho, with Akintola, with this man you are seeing here, with him himself, and with Simon Ekpa. Then who are you motherfuckers to say that to disobey the law of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? This is Koiki Media. Koiki, my big brother, I greet you. Keep the light going on. That is what we are doing, my brother Koiki. We are doing it. Freedom is taken and equal to Onya Dezu. This is Koiki Media, the person who brought the information. This is him here. This is Koiki. Mike Farman, it is only a foolish man like you who think you have to distract Christianity in order to secure a point. Focus on your program of Biafran struggle and leave Christianity alone. Look at foolish. I'm sending, if I send Mike Farman, if I send you to Biafran, they will foolish you. Do you know who is Jesus? You don't know who is Jesus. I know Jesus from the 4 cardinal points, and maybe you don't know who he is, and you don't even know Jesus more than I do. You understand? Without the power of Jesus Christ, we will not even be doing what we are doing. You understand? So get away from here. We are not here fighting for religion. We are fighting for Biafra, okay? So get away from here. This message is not for you. Then, Iko Tuonya Dezu, Emeka Pascal, they are greeting you.
Papa.
Thank you.
I'm giving permission to
I'm coming. Okay, I'm coming. Thank you.
I don't need.
Close the door. Koiki, Biafra and Yoruba are going home. Iko Tuonya Dezu, send greetings. Everybody here, send greetings to Koiki Media. We are here. We are doing the job. I'm coming, okay? Koiki, say share. You know, Cliff Ibe. A life without freedom is meaningless. So we must get freedom by fire, by force. Because Koiki Media is here now, let us go and reinforce ourselves.
Any person whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape. I, as a person, as Tola Deni, believe that it will take probably 1,000 years to change the mindset of a Fulani person whose philosophy is kill, maim, rape, send away people from their land and let me occupy it.
That is the bush Fulani.
It is the bush Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
Not the town Fulani.
And the town Fulani is more in number.
No! The town Fulani is less than 1%.
How did you get that figure?
Oh, go and find out. Let them allow. Let them allow. It says, "Who are the Fulani? They're very few. The ones who have in Abuja, or the few that dot spaces in Sokoto." I'm sure that you know that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani. It's not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. It's not a Fulani town.
Before we proceed, you know, message bring message. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu says, if Yoruba stand strong, Madam Mazin Nnamdi Kanu says, if Yoruba stand strong and the middle belt stand strong, if Hausa people stand up and they join this movement, that Biafran Liberation Army will join force with Yoruba and the Hausa people will recover Sokoto. That was the promise he gave to them. He said, Hausa people, speak up, because Biafran Liberation Army has the potential to liberate Nigeria. And then Nnamdi Kanu is the light of Africa. Nostradamus spoke about, prophesied about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He says, a prince will be born from the bottom of the trigger, which no man can stop, and his army will liberate the entire Africa. The message I am passing here is the same message Koiki Media is passing all over the world. Fulanis are not the owner of Sokoto. You hear it from an elite in Nigeria. He is telling you here now. Better come in. So let us continue, please.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in some Fulani town.
Is it not?
Spaces in Sokoto. I'm sure that you know that Sokoto, as we speak, is not a Fulani town.
Is it not?
No, that's a mistake we make. Zamfara is not a Fulani town. There are more houses in Zamfara than Fulani. There are more houses in Kano than Fulani.
But the Fulani govern.
They are in town. They are in charge.
Yes, so it's their town.
Yes, by subterfuge, by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. Gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. By crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation.
By intimidation. By intimidation. You know, you may go to school and you are speaking in English. The one we are doing here, we are speaking English, Nigeria English. He said they took that place by intimidation, not by integration. Integration about that you came, like you living in Europe, you living in America, you integrate yourself to the society. But by intimidation with the AK-47, what you are seeing today. Are you getting it? A life without Biafra is meaningless. Koiki, 1914 amalgamation must end. Freedom is taken. I hope you people are taking care of Koiki. This is the message we are fighting. 1914 amalgamation must end. That is, in 1914 amalgamation in Berlin Conference, that is where they shared Nigeria. And today, all our kidneys have been sold brigade in America. You know, Mazi Paul, dalo. Our land, your mouth. I forgot to go one. Yes, we the medias must continue the awareness. We are creating it to the highest level. We are creating it. Diana, Fulani have no land anywhere in the world. Yes. They have no land anywhere in the world. You know, you see what you are writing here is registered for life. That's why it's good to write comments. You contribute. You bear yourself witness. That's what we are doing because 1914 amalgamation, according to Koiki Media that is here, he is telling you what we are fighting. Fighting against the principalities and the powers, rulers of darkness. Principalities, principles, and the powers, the rulers of darkness. What do we have in Nigeria is rulers of darkness, the principles and the powers, the rulers of darkness. That is what we are fighting. Some people stayed in their homeland. They came to Germany, in Berlin, they sat down around the table and they say, Britain, Nigeria belongs to you. France, Senegal, Gambia, Mali, Chad belong to you. Angola belong to Portugal. They divided you, and you are here. Someone want to divert my attention for Christianity. Then we must go on. They have no land anywhere in the world because they can't live in peace with anyone. That's why they are not allowed to be in position and the power. But Nigeria foundation was lied on lied and the propaganda. Nigeria is a force. Lord Lugard. Nigeria was created out of alcohol influence. Lord Lugard and the Flora Shaw, they were in the bar drinking whiskey inside the bar. Then Flora Shaw then danced like this, and she put her hand on top of the shoulder of Lugard, Frederick Lugard. He said, you know, these niggers in this area, we call them Nigeria. That is how Nigeria was created after drinking a lot of whiskey. You understand? After drinking a lot of whiskey, they say, okay, this area, we call it Nigerians. Then Tomo Pokulo, you know, Cliff Weber. A life without freedom is meaningless. Complete. Then Austin TV, Biafra will be the best country in the world. Men, we continue, Triple M. Biafra, we are just trying to run away. Thank you, Koiki Media. Koiki, Happy Ume is sending you a mighty thanks. And look at it here. Koiki, Iko to Onya Dezu in English means one person's power and energy cannot do this thing. We are doing it together. That is what it means. Iko to Onya Adezu. One person's power. Igboho cannot do it alone. Nnamdi Kanu cannot do it alone. Simon Ekpa cannot do it alone. 555 Vision cannot do it alone. Koiki cannot do it alone. That is equal to Onye Adezu. He sent you this message, you know, Happy Ume, he's sending you message. Freedom is taken. Koiki, they are just greeting you. Even those who killed the consul. Yeah, you know, a lot of people, amen, messages. Then we continue, please. And then we have to be running to finish. No?
And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, Edmund is from the east or wherever, brilliant man, he may likely oppose us. and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him an oil block. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get that. And make them big. They will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury, we can continue. And once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutocracy into Nigerian political etymology. Plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men. They say, oh yes, Edmond is from the east or wherever. Brilliant man. He may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. By intimidation.
Yeah. The reason we paused here now is because they created autonomous king and they give them money. And they see how they practice this thing before, how Abiola become rich, how all those millionaires you see in Yoruba land and in Igbo land, they become rich today. Listen to it. These are elites. They are bringing the news.
Yes. By subterfuge, by cunning, by crookedness, by all sorts of gimmickry.
Or by integration.
Not integration, by intimidation. And I said they are politically savvy. What they did to the rest of Nigeria, when they realized that the Fulani in the military, they could no longer use the military to retain power indefinitely. Since they've had power, they had access to the treasury, they say, oh yes, Edmond is from the east or wherever. Brilliant man. He may likely oppose us and contest with us and rival us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him an oil block. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth. Let's get us. Let's make him an ambassador. Let's give him an oil block. Let's make him a billionaire. We padlock his mouth.
No, I want to bring something, please.
Let's make him a billionaire.
Nah, what is Ohaneze doing today? They gave him oil block. Ohaneze Nubo. They gave him oil block. Shut up. The same thing that made Ohaneze Ndibo, they cannot speak today. They can't talk. Ohaneze Ndibo cannot talk. They can't open their mouth. Emefa Tabuchiono. Ozamaka Nicholas. I greet you. Then we have to go on because we are running. They shut people's up.
We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. Let's get this. Let's get. We padlock his mouth. Let's get an Abiola. Make him a billionaire. let's get this, let's get that, and make them big, they will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury, we can continue. And once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere, and make them big.
Biafrans, in this program, we tear your brain in this program 555 Vision for you to know how Abiola become the richest man in Yoruba land. You hear it here. The plan of the Britain, the ideology of the Fulanis. This is how it happened. How all these people that you see rich today, they all of them shut up. Then that is the reason Fulanis can take some people like Asare Dokubo. They can take people like Tompolo. Oils that is coming from their own land. They will tell them, come and become a guide on this oil, and they will put pipe. That pipe will run to Niger. That pipe will run to Algeria. The pipe will run to Morocco. The pipe will enter Europe. And there are pipeline guiders. Shut up. Anybody that will talk, shut up. That is why you see Ohaneze and Igbo, they collected 100 billion to sell you. All these people. So, Biafrans, we will call it a day. Very, very. And I'm coming, please. I'm coming. Just 2 minutes.
La comida se está enfriando.
I'm coming. So, Biafrans, we call it a day. Ebere Peter, though the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, real student of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu with a mental toughness. Hi, mental toughness. You remember when we preach about mental toughness and the mental capability. The mental toughness and the critical thinkers are discovered. Wow. What you don't know is truly bigger than you. So we put it here. We put it here for today. We put it here really, really, really for today. But
they will never be able to look us in the face. Then we can continue. Looting the treasury, we can continue. And once when we are in control of the treasury, we are in control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutogaki into Nigerian political. Why they introduced what I call plutogaki into Nigerian political etymology. Plutogaki.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Etymology. Plutogaki.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle man. Etymology.
Now there na English, I don't know. Plutogaki is the government of the rich. Oligarchy is the government of the muscle man. They created a Bubago and they gave DOS amnesty to go and fight their own brothers. That is oligarchy. Cryptocracy is Nneyanwodo, George Obiozo, Iwe Anyanwu, DOS, Eastern elites, Ohaneze Ndị Igbo, Eastern governors, serving the agenda of Usman Dan Fodio. And Ahmadu Bello says, all of them will work under contract. Listen to that English again, and we say God bless you.
Into Nigerian political etymology of the treasury. We are control of everywhere. So we can hire thugs. We can do whatever we would like. And that is why they introduced what I call plutogaki into Nigerian political etymology, plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men. Etymology, plutocracy.
Meaning?
Plutocracy is the government of the rich.
Yeah.
Oligarchy is the government of the muscle men.
So, Biafrans, we love you all. You have heard the two languages that is ruling Nigeria, plutocracy and the oligarchy. You know, Lolo Norma, Dewo, I thank you. Enter Biafra, Obi Suchi, I thank you. Freedom, Otuonya Dezu, we call it a day. Please, if you have not really subscribed to 555 Vision, try to do so. This is how we analyze. Small, nwayọ ka eji aracha ofe dị ọkụ. That is how we are doing it, you know, keeping our people alive and alert. Our eyes on the rising sun, not now on the ball, but on the rising sun. We love you, Biafrans. Mwah! I love you. Today is really enjoyable, you know. Thank you all. Happy women. May God bless you so much for the mighty super chat. We call it by the name you gave to us today. And God continue to bless you and every other person that is here. Those that support us, however they support us. This is it. It was 2. And this is another one. Thank you all. We love you. Happy serving.